Many people plan not to jump out. But get one thing I want to ask you now. Who go come fix our Niger? Many things where I don't see. Many things for my country they go. Many things they pain my soul. The way many people they suffer they go. Many things where I don't see. Many things for my country they go. Many things they pain my soul. The way many people they suffer they go. Everything in life like competition. Now the priest they meet us for confession. Holy Ghost I'm a go for protection. And I just go first on the progression. Many people plan not to chat out. But get one thing I want to ask you now. Who go come fix our Niger? Many things where I don't see. The way many things for my country they go. Many things they pain my soul. The way many people they suffer they go. Many things where I don't see. The way many things for my country they go. Many things they pain my soul. The way many people they suffer they go. Many things where I don't see. The way many things for my country they go. Many things they pain my soul. The way many people they suffer they go. Many things where I don't see. The way many things for my country they go. Many things they pain my soul. The way many people they suffer they go. Many people plan not to jack down. Who go come fix our Niger? Who go come fix our Niger? Obi go come fix our Niger. Oh yeah, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome one more time. It's your Vawulence space, the church, the mosque, the shrine, the auditorium, the space of Vawulence. It's a beautiful Thursday evening from my side. Whether it's chilling from this side, I don't know how it's doing over there, wherever you are listening to my voice from, but you are welcome to another amazing moment with us on the platform. Thank you to all my wonderful first respondents. Thank you to every one of you that are already in the building, in the church, in the mosque, in the shrine, in the auditorium, in the space of Vawulence. Today is going to be another beautiful evening. Welcome to the platform today. It promises to be an amazing space. It's a good day from here. As usual, please, it's also going to be a short space. This week is really choked up for me, so I'm just trying to make sure. Please, I apologize on time. I said this on time that the space is not going to be as long as we used to hold our previous spaces. Please, it's going to be as short as possible. So please bear with me and the whole team. Thank you to my brothers Otumba, Jimmy. I see all of you already here. Thank you, Well-being Nigeria. I see you. I think NCS is going to be joining us. You know, right now, it's not that there's no fuel. There's fuel. Fuel choke everywhere. But the problem is who will buy the fuel? Who will buy the fuel is the problem right now. So people are, NCS is thinking, this money I will use and buy Hennessy XO. Will I buy Hennessy XO or buy fuel XO? So it is now scale of preference. That is where the problem is right now. But hopefully it's going to be done on the platform today. It's going to be an amazing space, as I always say. And when you come into this platform, it's your first time in this church, in this mosque, in this shrine, in this auditorium, we always indulge that. We say there is something sacrosanct. When you get into this building, the first thing you do is you like the space, you tweet the space, you share the space, you let the whole world know that the number one space on Twitter is up and running. And as usual, today we'll be taking no prisoners. So please, guys, indulge us. Share, like, retweet the space for everyone to join the conversation because it's going to be an amazing space. The topic might look like, I've talked on this topic so much before. Why are we on this topic again? We're on this topic again because Nigerians, we forget so quick. So before I jump to the topic today, I just want us to set the ground rules and, use this moment to appreciate every one of you. I see all our regulars in the building, you guys, all our blue tickers, all our normal tickers. God bless every single one of you, all the first respondents. You guys are amazing. Please don't stop being amazing. Keep being who you are. Keep supporting the movement. Keep amplifying the voices. Big shout out to the whole Vawulence crew behind the scene, making sure that this platform is being aired across several platforms. For you that you're just joining us for the first time, yes, we air this space on our Vawulence radio station. People ask me, so I'm going to address this today. Someone reached out to me and said, so now your Vawulence radio, how does it operate? You guys have running programs? And I said, no, we don't have running programs, but we have We have recorded spaces being replayed on our Violence Radio. We have programs that have been recorded, are being replayed on the Violence Radio. So you can tune into the Violence Radio 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 31 days a month, 356 days a year. We are running, we are streaming. If you are bored, you don't know what to do, tune into our radio station, and any time of the day, I promise you, you will be listening to either recorded spaces that you missed, or highlights of spaces, or recorded interviews. Whatever it is, our radio is always functional. And as I'm speaking right now, this space is being streamed live on the Violence Radio Station. And if you don't know, the URL is online. You can stream it anywhere from the world. The last time we checked, we had about 47 countries streaming this our space. That is how far and wide the Violence space is being heard and aired. So please, guys, it is simply at www.radio.violencespace.com. You can just copy that URL, post it on your WhatsApp stories, on your Instagram stories, wherever your Facebook. Just let people get into that link and join to this conversation. And for those that far and wide as possible. Many Nigerians don't understand what is happening online. Many Nigerians are oblivion of the hardship, the team ship that has led to hardship in the country right now. So people don't even know what is happening. But I can see the wailing and the crying up and down. But we have to tell Nigerians, especially our own people, that all hope is not lost. We are fighting this battle to the very, very end, and that Nigerians across the world are still united in reclaiming our mandate. So it's important you guys help us to spread this gospel. And as I said, when I come to this church, to this mosque, to this auditorium, to this shrine, you must bring one person along. That's how we do that going forward. Bring one person along. Bring a new member. New member is important to bring new members here. Have you told someone about the Violence space? Have you informed your neighbors, your enemies, your friends about the Violence space? That is how we do it on the platform going forward. So, guys, you're welcome. I think, apart from that, I think, oh, yes. Big shout out to every single one on the Power Facts team. I just have to give you guys your flowers all the time. The editors, the writers, the contributors, the business analysts, strategists, everybody working behind the scene, and most especially to you, our amazing set of readers. Thank you guys. You guys are amazing. You guys are blowing. See, I don't know how to. I mean, it's not me. I don't know how to. I don't know how to come to sell people, sell market. I want to sell market now to come the hype, but I just have to do this. You guys are too much. Una too much. Every one of you that have been reading from the Power Facts, God bless you. Every one of you that have been putting us up. I go on people's Twitter handles, and I see you guys using Power Facts as your own personal URL. God bless every single one of you that are putting in a word for us out there. Now, so then they put word for you out there. Whatever you're doing, whatever you're putting your hands upon, people go to talk about you behind the scene. You go to wonder how business going to follow you, because you are doing this not just for the Power Facts, but because real journalism has to be played in Nigeria. Real news has to be played. A big friend of ours, I think someone that everyone on Twitter knows, he's always he's a very, very coded person. He reached out to me. He said, Saddam, honestly speaking, you guys are the only voice that Peter Obi has. And I know what I'm saying. He is up there, and actually, he's up there. What I mean, up there. He reached out and told me that you guys, you don't know what you guys are doing with the Power Fact. You guys are virtually the only voice that Peter Obi has. And when he means Peter Obi has, that real Nigerians, real news, the news that we have broken for the past couple of days, you will never see them on any media. You will not. I'm not talking of the regular news. You can see our regular news with other, but there are news we break out that in a very normal day, when it gets to the decks of other medias, they just sit down on it. They do not report those news because they understand the implication, or because they understand that their bread will not be buttered for the next month. But we have to report this news. Nigerians have to understand, and that is why one of our topics today is part of the big stories we had yesterday, and we are discussing about it today. EU on INEC. All right, guys. I think that is. By the way, thank you to everyone of you that retweeted this. I don't know how many of us are on the platform. We have over 600 of us, and we have less than 200 retweets. I don't understand. If we don't understand, 25%. All of you obedience, you'll be shouting every time. 25% is sacrosanct. Our own on this platform is retweet this space is sacrosanct. Retweet this space. If you don't retweet this space, your phone will break. Your phone will break. I've not seen this for the past couple of days. This side they play. It's because so many people are crying. People, their phone have broken and became crying for past week. If you don't retweet this space now, your phone will break. Your key will lost. Your house key. Your house key will lost. That one, people say phone. I will not buy phone. Your house key will lost. Your car key will lost. I retweet the space. I don't retweet them. Thank you very much for retweeting the space. All right, guys, let's jump to the conversation of today. I think it's going to be like a recap space because for the past couple of days, and we are setting up something. I want you guys to understand what we're building. On Tuesday, we came out here and we discussed about Tinubu's forgery, and we came back and we how do I put it now? We reminded ourselves of what we already know. But because as Nigerians, there are some things that you already know, but you need to remind yourself every day. Just like couples in relationship, every day tell your wife, I love you. I love you. Even if she heard it yesterday, she wants to hear it again. We have to keep reminding ourselves of the case we are standing on. And we have to also use this opportunity to remind, because we are getting into the next phase of this case in the court. And we are very, on the platform, Vawulence, we are very, very intentional with our topics. It's not like I'm not seeing all that is happening across the country. It's not like we don't see everything that's happening. But it's not our business. It's not our business. Let them, maybe on Saturday we might catch cruise with them. And use and say, name the space, renewed Shege. I know if we name the space and renewed Shege, now here go full well, no. Because we all want to come back and talk. But for me, it is not my business, because as I am, I'm living in a parallel universe. I'm just waiting for make it happen. And I've been doing throughout this. If I'm not doing what I'm doing, I'll go to Jimmy's space page and I'll just be laughing. Jimmy has just been bringing out content for this. He has been posting it. I'm like, oh my goodness. And I've been seeing the wailing, the gnashing of teeth, the crying, the this and the that, and I'm like, it has not even started. It has not even started. We said all these things before. So for me, I don't want us, because they're wailing next month. You think they're crying now? Do you think they're crying now? There's no tears yet. There will be blood on the streets by next month. There will be people will bleed blood because tears will refuse to flow. Blood will flow from people's eyes. You will see it happen. But because we know what we are looking for on this platform, we're trying to be very intentional with what we discuss here. That's what we hope. And we are saying this because we know the caliber of people that come on our platform. We know that the judiciary are going to be here today. So we are letting them understand that we, as Nigerians, the whole country might be burning with anger and pain. We don't care. Do not give us judgment because of Nigerians are suffering. No. We don't want you to come and judge because Nigerians are suffering and I come and make say because of that. No, don't give us that. Give us judgment based on merit. We are coming here today again to remind you guys of the criminal that stole his way to absolute power. We are coming here to remind you guys of who he is and what he stands for and what he represents for the future of this country. We are coming out here for the world to see and know, so that when you judiciary, because you are on trial, and from next week, from July 3rd, and the worst election board that has made, you see something about Nigeria is that whatever we allow happen in this country automatically has a way it's spiral down across Africa, because of the way INEC conducted its sham elections for the past couple of months and years. I think the last 2 years, Africa has been on the rise in their conduct of elections. You go from Kenya to Malawi to Zambia, you see to Zimbabwe, you see that elections conduct has been getting better and better. And then it came to Nigeria and we crumbled it. And Africa started going down. And so we saw a video 2 days ago, and we spoke about it on this platform about Sierra Leone, where the Sierra Leone, the man in charge of the Sierra Leone election was saying, blah 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 blah. P2B is P2B. How he was energizing P2B and what P2B stands for in Africa in elections, and how the world sees P2B. Fine and good. But what we did not realize is that he was already setting a template to follow Yakubu Mahmoud. Because we speak right now, the Sierra Leone election has been, the whole contest has shouted that it is rigged. They are screaming as we are screaming right now. But one good thing that P2B has said is that as P2B did not set war in Nigeria, the Sierra Leonean politicians are following his footsteps. They are also saying, okay, we'll take it to court. That's exactly what is happening right now. So you see the bad precedent INEC have set for Nigeria and for Africa as well, start affecting. So next month, another country might have the elections and they say, Nigeria rigged now. The most popular candidate, they rig them out. The whole world saw he was the most popular. They rigged him out. No, we rig our own. That is what Nigeria sells. That is how powerful we are as a nation. So it is important the judiciary understand what is before them right now, because the precedents you set right now will not just damage the Nigerian judiciary system. It is a time bomb that will damage the judiciary system in Africa. And that's why we are coming out right now before the whole world to one more time remind you guys that Bola Ahmed should not in the first place be anywhere near the corridors of power. So because our system has been so corrupted that we have allowed that man, a man with so much shady background, a man that we sat down here on Tuesday and we had monologues of how people were decimating and exposing the man with multiple genders, with multiple names, that we cannot even trace who he is. We have come out today and we say, okay, let's keep that forgery part aside and now focus on his life of crime. I want to ask everybody in the judiciary, how can you, your lordship, my learned silk, and whatever name they call you people call yourself, in all honesty, after spending your years studying, going to school and everything, now come and tell Nigerians that you're setting a precedent whereby a man, not that it is rumor, it is not rumor, it's not me formulating it, it is not N6, it's not Otumba, it's not Jimmy, it is not Violence Space. We did not bring this out. It is open record. Bola Ahmed Tinubu's drug crime case is an open record for the world. The whole world knows about it. It is not hidden. So you have to explain to Nigerians how you are trying to tell you're building a society. Are we building a morally decayed society, or are trying to build a society whereby tomorrow children will look up and say, I aspire to be this? Or we're trying to build a society whereby children can start from young, say, I aspire to be like Bola Ahmed Tinubu. That means I'll follow a life of falsification, a life of crime, a life of drug addiction, a life of drug dealing, because Nigeria has set that precedence for us. These are the questions we're going to be asking our judiciary. And that's why we say the judiciary on trial, we are putting it categorically clear to every single one of the people that will be passing judgment, that will be listening to the defense or I don't even know what they call it, what's going to happen from July 5th, from July 3rd. But all I know is that our eyes, they on top of now. I'm not going to talk much, but I'm going to probably, I'll play a clip on EU on INEC. You know, many people in Nigeria say, Saddam, EU, don't mind, and they follow spoil things. Why didn't they release their statement before? Why are they releasing it now? I say they're releasing it now is better than they're not releasing it at all. And at least it still goes down to buttress what we have been saying. And what have we been saying? That INEC conducted a sham of an elections. That INEC